It's gonna be a good day. Favorite song on replay. Good vibes on the week.
What to do, everybody? This is your boy Slxck, the God, host of the World's Weekday podcast, also known as the People's Podcast. And today, I have another new guest. Y'all have heard about her before on episode 1 of this season. Shout out to KP. She shouted out during Black Excellence. And that's what she is. She's Black Excellence. She's a very intelligent woman. She has a lot of things going for herself, like a lot of great things. If you ever seen my Instagram page, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. As I sat here and talked to her even longer, I realized that she is just as talkative as I am, which is a great thing. That's what we love to see and hear on the podcast. I think we're gonna have a great time today, and she definitely is unfiltered. She's definitely gonna speak what's on her mind. She's not gonna sugarcoat anything. So that's what we need to hear. So I want to give it up to the intellectual, the energetic Jahana. Jahana, you good?
Wow, what a warm welcome. I get all of that, all those people in the background. I love that.
Exactly.
The audience over there, thank you so much. I appreciate everyone viewing at home. Thank you.
Yeah, how to give you some gunshots too. You know how it is. But
we're on fire. We're on fire. And I really appreciate that introduction. I do think this is going to be a good conversation because, yes, I am a talkative person. Whenever I'm in the mood to talk, I'm in the mood to talk. So let's get some words on some recordings. Like, let's get some words, put them together, make sentences and paragraphs, and then we got a debate. I love it.
Yeah, I'm already loving the energy. So tell listeners a little bit about yourself.
So I am actually a epidemiologist that works for the city of Houston. I have been doing disease prevention, surveillance, and investigations for over a year and a half. Specifically, I've been working on the COVID-19 unit. With that, I'm going into COVID positive facilities, checking them out, giving them any infection prevention advice that I can based on my observations. And that's been really cool because I actually didn't start in public health. Like, I actually started my master's is in public health, but I started my master's in like a sports medicine geared field. And so I was just blessed enough to finish on time with the degree in public health. And it was the middle of a pandemic. So I was like, I might as well get this year of experience because COVID not going anywhere. And it still hasn't.
That's true.
We got the new variant. So wear your mask and get vaccinated. I'm not wearing a mask right now, so that's kind of hypocritical. But
true. I'm pretty sure you
get vaccinated. Get vaccinated. If that's your choice. But if you don't want to get vaccinated, of course, just be careful. Make a healthy decision for yourself. I don't want to get too political on here, but I'm more so like whatever choice you want to make, just make sure you're making the right choice for your health.
Okay, that's good. So y'all got a little bit about her. And y'all know before we get into the podcast, we got to play some music or whatever. I'm going to put everybody on today. I'm going to put Jahana on today. I may be able to put my brother on today too. I don't know because he listens to a lot of music. I don't know. We're going to see if I put him on today. But where my phone at? I'm going to play an artist. I actually listened to a podcast that he's on too as well. Shout out to the Need to Know podcast. Much love to y'all. I am going to play a song from him. I'm gonna play Honeymoon Phase by Devon Terrell. Okay, that was just a little bit from Devon Terrell. That was Honeymoon Phase.
That was good. That was good. That you put me on to somebody. That rarely happens.
That's what we need to do.
Happens, but I'm loving it. I'm gonna have to go add Devon to my music library.
Definitely should. Great music from he slept on right now, but people gonna hear about him eventually in the future. But with that being said, guys, we're gonna go into the first segment, which is Slxck Thought. All right, y'all. We're in the first segment of the podcast, which is Slid Thought. Now, Jahana, I got a quick question for you.
Okay.
All right, it's just a simple question. Simple question.
Light work.
Yeah. My question to you is this: when is it a perfect time to cut off family or just family members?
Cutting off family, it's hard to do, but the perfect time to cut off a family member is the moment that they stop bringing you peace. Because there's one thing that your family is always supposed to be, and that's, your rock. Your family are people that know what you've been through, what you've accomplished. They're watching you grow up and do what you need to do. So once they stop being somebody dependable, and it's hard to really expect that from, people. Like, you can't say like, oh, like, you should always be there for me. But when it comes to your family, like, if anyone else on this world is going to be there for you, it should be the people that are related to you, that saw you progress in life. If they can't bring you peace, if they are not peaceful and you feel chaotic around them, if you feel any type of chaos with their presence and it just disturbs you, like that disturbance, if they're disturbing your peace, they gotta go. Yeah. And it's gonna be hard for you, and it's gonna be harder for them, and they're gonna guilt you for letting them go. But
I'm sorry. Continue. I'm sorry.
They're gonna guilt you. They're gonna tell you like, why are you doing this to me? Like, I see it on Twitter all the time. It says like the manipulator will manipulate the victim into being like, I mean, yeah, I hurt you, but now you're mad at me for hurting you, so I'm really to blame. And that's how they'll feel. That's how they'll act. And you don't want to expect that from your family, but you have to, because like, you have friends that treat you better than family.
Yeah.
A lot of people have some friendships that, people that you just chose to tag along with. Like, you know what? I'm picking you. All of our issues, all of our problems, we're going to work through it because I like you. They can treat you better than your own family members because they're bringing you a different type of peace. They're not disturbing your peace. That's why you can accept them.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, yes, I definitely feel that it's definitely if then I bring you peace. I've been saying that for years because I have a really big family on both sides, my dad's side and my mom's side. And due to that, it's going to be a lot of people that bring you peace. There's also going to be a lot of people in your family that's not going to bring you peace at all. And I feel like I put that peace as well as when they start disrespecting you, like disrespecting you and things like that. That is when it's time for me to go on and cut you off. Because at the end of the day, if you're treating me just because I'm younger than you, or just because God has blessed me with a lot of great things, and you want to act and treat me a different type of way because of that, that's when it's like, okay, I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta cut you off, and I'm done. That's one of the main reasons why I don't go back to Arkansas. Most of my family is in Arkansas, but a lot of times the grandparents are usually the ones that keep everybody together. But once those grandparents leave this earth,
y'all can't force me to be here no more.
Can't force me to be here anymore. There's no point. Like, what's the point? It was only one person that kept us all together. Like at the end of the day, my parents, my brother, they're the ones that gonna always show me love. And I still, like I said, I still got cousins. That show me love. My aunts and uncles, I still have a lot of them. So a lot of times I'll still talk to them, things like that. But there's a lot of them that they be on some other time. And I ain't got time for it. I'm a grown man now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a kid anymore. You know what I'm saying? And some people have that mindset when they want to stay in the same spot too, and they don't want to grow as a person. So the fact that I'm 23 and you're like 47, but you acting like you're 14, 15, then it's like, why would I want to be around you?
Yeah.
So for me, that's when it's like, okay, it's time for me to cut you off. And then you said something about friends, because a lot of times I have friends that look as family a lot of times, because they have been there supporting me more than a lot of my other family members have. And I used to say that for years and years. Like back when I was like growing up, I used to tell my parents all the time, like, I don't really care for a lot of people in my family. I mean, I love a lot of people in my family, but at the same time, I don't care for a lot of them either. And when I got to school, when I got to college, especially, I started seeing people that I was like, okay, they have done way more for me in my life that I'm like, okay, you know what? They're more of my family.
Yeah.
And it's the whole thing. People want to create a family a lot of times too. Like it's sometimes like, okay, if your family isn't the best, then you're gonna go and create one of your own.
You have to.
So for me personally, I feel like that's the only time for the most part when I'm like, I gotta cut you off. Like I said, I still got a lot of family members I still love that I know still bring me happiness. Mm-hmm. But if you're the ones that bring me happiness, but I still got them other ones that's near you that's not bringing me happiness, then it's like, okay, listen, I love you, but I'm gonna have to just hit you up. I'll call you or whatever, but I'm not gonna be here with you. But yeah, so.
No, I agree. Like, yeah, like you said, like, yeah. It's hard. It's hard because when you read movie, like your families are always portrayed as the person or the people that are gonna always have your back, like they're gonna always do anything for you. So when you get a friend that you're like, I barely know them, and they came in and they raised the bar and they're just friends, like I've been expecting less than this, and this is just a random friend of mine. Like,
yes,
they just popped in my life this year. They don't know my story. They don't know what I've been through, and still they respect me, and they respect my opinions and my emotions more than my family is right now.
And that's another thing you just said, emotions, because there's a lot of times family members don't care how you feel about certain situations. They don't. You could be mad at one moment. Hey, you're a child. What you got to be mad for? You could be sad at one moment. You're a child.
Why are you
crying? Like, what's going on with you? So that's a lot of times too, where it's like, okay, and that messed it up with some of my family members too, that you dismissed how I felt in certain situations. So now it's like, okay, I don't look at you the same way anymore on that too. You could be a great person, but the fact that you dismissed how I was feeling, it already showed that you didn't have no respect for me in the end of the day too, though. So definitely the emotions part as well, though. But I feel like I want to call some people about this too, though, because I know this is guys, sometimes we serious, sometimes we're goofy. We'll get to the goofy stuff later on, but this is more like a serious situation because it was something that came to my mind a couple weeks ago, and I was like, you know what? Let me see, who can I ask? So, I got Jahana on here. Y'all heard what she said. Perfect. So I think I'm gonna hit up someone else. I'm going to call my line brother. Shout out to Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. I'm gonna shout out my organization all the time. Y'all know this, but I'm gonna call my line brother Denari, and I'm gonna see what he got to say on this. So let me see here.
But I also think it's the reason why it's so hard to cut the family members off is because it's like, it's still my family. Like, I'm still at the end of the day going to choose. Like, my cousins could do some crazy, wild stuff to me, and I don't think they ever will. Shout out to my Pooh Bear and my baby. They know who they are.
Yeah.
They would never really do nothing to me, but them two, like, if I fell out with them, they could still call me at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, like, hey, we need your help to do da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, like, just let me know what you need. Like, let me know how I can help, because at the end of the day, that's still my family. So it's like, yeah, I would cut them off from the treatment that they're used to receiving, but I wouldn't just completely X out my family from my life.
See,
I haven't gotten to that point where I'm just like, you know what, this person is gone to me. Like, I won't ever speak to them again. I don't that's hard to do.
For me, I've been in that position, like I said, since I was a kid. Like I said, I have a really big family, so I do have a lot of people that, even if we fell out, I know we can kind of rekindle the situation. We can get back right. But I also have a lot of other family members that have done so much stuff to me when I was growing up that I knew at the end of the day, I ain't got love for you at all. You know what I'm saying? I don't care for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, things that I had waited until I was older to tell my parents about. still some things to this day that I still have not told them. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, no.
Because they're still your family. You still love them.
Yes. I mean.
So it's like you not so much love, but you respect their position in your life that you don't want to disturb everyone else's.
Exactly.
Who would be affected by it. It's hard to tell that secret, that story that you know is going to just cause so much chaos in the whole family. And it's like, why would you even bring that up? Yeah. Now you're the bad guy. And it's like, I'm not the bad guy. You guys need to hear these things.
Yeah. And I mean, most of those situations with the family members I didn't care too much for, they was like the family members that I didn't see around a whole lot either. It was like, okay, they came and went, barely know your name, don't really know too much about you. Those are the ones. Like the ones that was around, you know, majority of the time it was like, okay, I got nothing but love for them. It's whatever. I mean, that's about it. But the ones that I seen maybe once every like 3-4 months or something like that, or a year, those are the ones that usually was the ones that had like the problems, you know. So for me, I at a young age, I was already to the point like, bro, I'm not going back. Things like that. I used to tell my dad that all the time. He's like, you never want to go back. During the pandemic, and also no. Let me rewind back. Well, it was during the pandemic too, though. But if you lived in Louisiana, remember we had this whole. Well, I mean, Texas had it too, though. We had this whole hurricane that came by and knocked out all the power, everything. I was in the dark for 3 days. Could have went back home to my family, but instead, my brother can vouch for me on this one because he was still in training at the time, but he heard about it. I would rather stay in the dark for 3 days than go back home. That's when my parents realized, like, okay, he really does not want to go back.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he will deal with that rather than
just
go
coming
home.
along, yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, okay. And I know that doesn't sound good when someone say they don't really care about their family members, but like I told y'all, I'm a very honest person. Like I have some family members I don't care for.
I mean, it shouldn't be so taboo. That's the issue that we have. Like we're so taboo about accepting, no, this was a bad situation and circumstance. They are absolutely justified in stepping away from that relationship because it's been so ingrained that that's your family. Like you can't turn your back on family. And it's like, they already turned their back on me.
Exactly.
I tried to get them to turn around, even just, kind of look over their shoulder. I tried to get them to just wink at me real quick. They couldn't even do that. I can't keep the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. I'm not going to drive myself insane trying to win their love and attention because that's insane. For the rest of my life, I'm only here for less or 100-ish years. Yeah. We already a quarter through that.
That's true. That is true.
I only have 3 more quarters left. Like second quarter, we gotta get going.
You gotta get going. You got that's the thing too. And it's like I always wish that family members, when they start telling you to cut off friends that are peace, I wish they'll normalize the whole family as well. Because things that people that are outsiders do, they'll look at like, oh no, they can see it. And like, no, you don't need that person in your life. You don't need that person in life. But let be somebody that's blood that's doing the same exact thing.
You gotta forgive them. Just give them one more chance. That's not how they really meant it.
Exactly. No. It's like, okay, why we gotta change it just because we got the same blood going through our veins? Yeah. It's like, nah. That's I learned that at a young age. Like, nah, this ain't it.
Because it's like, why do we have this unrealistic expectation of our family? We should not. It is nice. It is very nice to have family members you can always depend on. They always come through for you. We shouldn't expect them to do that. Yeah, and that's something that they choose to do. They have to make that choice. That's their decision. Yeah, we don't get to expect their decisions.
Yeah, just like I have a lot of great family members at the same time too, guys. I just want to let y'all know that too. I have a lot of great. Prime example, shout out to my cousin Cameron. He has been one of my biggest supporters since I was a kid. Like, not even like just off of the whole podcast thing, but as a kid, He used to always support us, just do random nice things for us, just out the blue, no reason at all. And it's like, okay, I see that. And I'm like, okay, you actually have that love, what a family should be giving you. You know, my parents, they're another one. My brother, y'all hear about my brother all the time. I tell you, he'd be on the floor taking pictures all the time, pressing the button and everything. So it's like, I do have great family. But at the same time, the only thing about it is I have such a huge family on both sides, not just one side, but both sides. So it's like, okay, like I can probably think of first cousins. I probably have at least from both sides, gotta be somewhere in like the 20s, 30s on first cousins. And then I had a lot of second cousins too that's around my age and third cousins.
I love that you say like you have such a big family because it just cracks me up because I too have a ginormous family. I'm sure my friends get tired of me saying, "Oh, my cousin, oh, my cousin, my cousin," because I'll say my cousin and they'll be like, "Oh, da 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 da," and I'm like, "No, not that one. This one, this one on my mama's side, da da," you know. And it's just so funny because just this weekend, you know, it was Thanksgiving. I went and I visited my dad's maternal side that lives in Fort Worth. So like the DFW Metroplex. And that's very specific because my dad's maternal side, like my grandma lives in East Texas. So like that's where they're from. So it's like the fact that there's still more in that area, you know, these are just the ones that were in the DFW area on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Everyone that viewed my story, they were like, "Oh, you saw all of your cousins? You got so many cousins. Like, how many were there in the car? Like, that's a lot of people." And I'm like, "Yeah," and that's not even all of them.
Yeah, I seen that.
And
story
I gotta
too.
remember
Like,
all these names. Oh, you saw that story?
Yeah, I saw the story. I was like, okay, she got a big family too. I noticed that too. I was like, man, because it's not common to see other people that have really big families.
It's not.
You know, so when you see someone
not to this extent. Like when you're like, no, like I have a lot of like a lot of people don't understand it. Like, yeah, I got a big family. Like, no, this family is scary big.
Yeah, it's like I say all the time. Like my dad is like what the 11th of 12 from his mom, and then all of them usually averages rate 4+ kids, and that's not even counting like on mom's side, like all the brothers and sisters that my grandma has and how many kids they have, and all, it's a lot. So then every time I go, like whenever I used to go back to Arkansas or wherever, it'd be like, okay, this is your cousin or this is someone else, this is someone else. You always meet someone else as part of your family.
Just like,
so it's just
tired of all these names and faces.
Names and faces that I'm probably not going to even see again.
There was a solid period of time I just went by calling everybody, "Hey cousin, hey cousin, oh cousin," because cousin, I don't know your name. Yeah. Now if I say "hey cousin" on my story, I know exactly who I'm talking about. I am talking to the cousin that posted me.
Yeah. I got you, but let me call Denari. I'm gonna see what he got to say on this. He probably gonna have a lot to say. I feel it, but we're gonna see y'all. As if he answers the phone.
What it be like?
Is this Nari Cortez?
Yes, it is.
What it do, man? This your boy Slxck the Don, host of the Glorious Weekday podcast. You're on the podcast right now, so do not incriminate yourself.
What it do?
What it do, bro? You all right?
Yeah, man, living life, just a squirrel trying to get a nut, man.
It'd be like that sometimes. Oh, speaking of you trying to make jokes right now, I'm gonna have to fight you one day. You're gonna have to run my one off what you said on my live, but it's cool.
Well, it's what I do, big dog.
Hey, yes, we know you a comedian and everything, but no, I got a quick question for you, man. You know, it's on a serious note.
What's the question?
All right, so I'm with my girl Jahana right now, right?
Hey.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, so we over here talking about families and everything, right? And me and you've had this conversation before a long time ago. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna ask my line brother, this same question. So the question is, when is it a perfect time to cut off family?
The perfect time to cut off family, honestly, is when you get to a point to realize and you value your worth as a person, that just because they're blood, that doesn't mean you have to accept what they do. And I think us, especially as like Black families, we accept negativity too much, and we think because that's our mother, father, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, whatever, that we're supposed to just let it happen. And then they teach us with the respect your elders, which I think I don't believe in that because I'm a firm believer of I give respect if you earn it, regardless of who you are.
You need a
Yeah, no, he got give you a gunshot on that one, bro. I definitely do. Cause
amen.
You know, we were talking a lot about this before you came on, and you basically said you was like in the same realm what Jahana said. Like, Jahana, what did you tell?
I was basically saying the perfect time to cut off a family member is when they're not bringing you peace anymore. Because it's like at the end of the day, I rely on my family to be the bare minimum. Like, this is how the world at bare minimum should treat me, because these are people that are related to me. They've seen me grow up. They've seen me develop. They know what I'm going through. At bare minimum, this is what you got to do for me. So you got to be bringing me peace, because if I can go out in the world and find other people that are providing more peace, like they're doing more for you than for me than you are, I'm gonna have to go with them, because I love like you said, I value myself more. Like I value my peace. So once you start disturbing my peace, you gotta go.
Yeah, most definitely. I've had a lot of families cut off, and even then, like a lot of my line brothers treat me better than my family members do, and it's bad. And once I got to that, your peace always has to come first. Yeah. And once you get that and realize your worth, your life becomes so much better. And also when you learn to stop giving a damn what people think, your life will
you
get more at
have
peace.
to accept that you're the main character. Like, you literally wake up, you're living your life. You get to choose if this is what you want to go through for the rest of your life. You're the main character. Stop letting people upset your fantasy life. Like, I want to wake up and have rainbows and butterflies every day. So I'm going to live where it rains and there's a lot of trees. Like, I'm going to set myself up to where I can have that peace that I want, because this is my life. I only get to do it one time.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Most definitely. Then that's on since I've been home, I've been searching for my inner peace. And once you're gonna lose a lot of people once you start finding your inner peace. You're gonna lose some people that you thought were your close friends, you thought you was close family members, anybody. Once you start trying to find who you are, like right now, my circle is so tiny. It is the tiniest thing in the world. And even like out of my family members, the only family members I talk to besides my mother and my siblings is maybe like two of my aunts and maybe like a couple of my cousins and like one uncle.
Yeah, because I was saying earlier too, I said, you know, you have situations where your friends might treat you more of a family than your own family. I know you said that earlier too, Denara, because I was like, even like my line brothers, you know, you one of my line brothers, y'all have done so much for me that a lot of other family members can't even say, you know? So I look at y'all more like family in a lot of situations, you know, and also the fact that you got people that like disrespect you because of your age or how your life is going as well. Because you know, some people stay stagnant in their lifestyle, right? They stay comfortable in what they're in. So when you're a type of person that has a mindset like, hey, I want to improve my life, and it shows, then those same type of family members sometimes don't like it. And then now they try to disrespect you, like, oh, you think you big now? You got this, you got this, you got that degree and everything. And there you go.
It's like, I don't think any of those things, but if that's what you think about me, then deal with it.
Yep.
That's your choice to make that decision and have me rattling in your brain like that all the time. If I'm applying some pressure to you, then be a diamond or, break.
Yeah, either that or they'll say, or they're gonna still have love for you, but they're like, hey, you know, you moved from this small town, I know you might have some money on you, you can, loan me a little something, that's another thing too. And it's like, okay, now you're trying to feed off of what I got going on too now.
Yeah, so a lot of families get mad because a lot of times we're the ones who break generational curses. And because they weren't the ones to do it, then they gotta hate and bring you down because they want you to be at the same level they are.
And it's crazy.
Family members love you and support you as long as you don't go past them. Once you go past them, now all of a sudden you're too good for us. You think you're just way better than everybody else. That's when it becomes a problem. But the thing is, as my mother, my father, my aunt, whoever you are above me, like when you have kids, you should always want your kids to be better than you. and so far and so forth. It's always supposed to be better than the next person, because if not, the family will never elevate ever. And especially in the Black family household, we have the crab in a bucket mentality. We like bringing each other down way too much. And because of that, we can never fully develop, because we over here getting mad when people bring us down when we're doing it to ourselves.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I felt that though. And that's why I got so much love and respect for my parents, because that was their whole mindset, was like, hey, we're trying to improve our lives to make sure you have a better life, so then you can improve that and then continue the whole, the whole wave of improving this family and everything. So definitely I always had love and respect for them. But you definitely have other family members or even people outside your family that think the same way, where it's like, I'm cool with you. Let's take it like the workforce, for example. In the workplace, you can have supervisors, people that's over you, that will try to help you whenever they can. But as soon as you get into a position higher than them, now they're acting funny. Or you're getting more accolades than they are and things like that. And people are acknowledging what's going on, they're going to start acting differently. So I definitely understand that, what you just said.
Yeah, man. But at the end of the day, like I said earlier, once you get to a point where chase your inner peace and stop worrying about what other people think, regardless of who they are. Once you know your support system and know who got your back, those are the only people you really got to worry about. The rest of the success will come. We so worrying about other people who don't give two. Can I cuss?
you're good, LB.
Oh, I gotta ask, because my LB know I cuss like a sailor. I'm trying to keep it clean because I know I'm on the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, stop giving a damn about two shits about what people think. Just stop giving two shits. Once you learn that, your life will be amazing, and then everything else will fall into place from there. Just gotta be patient and keep the faith.
Yeah, that part. But yeah, LB, that's all I have for you, man. You want to shout anything out before you go?
Shout out anything. Yeah, for people you looking for a laugh, follow me on Instagram, Twitter. My Instagram is @NariCortez Comedy. That's Cortez with a K. My Twitter name is just @NariCortez. Shout out to the Glorious Weekday podcast, hosted by my LB, one of the coolest dudes I know in the world.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you.
No problem, dog.
Thank you. But y'all definitely make sure y'all follow him. If he has any shows in the future too, definitely make sure. I would definitely put that in descriptions or put it on my social media page. So definitely make sure y'all follow him. And I'm gonna talk to you later, bro. All right.
All right, I'm gonna talk to you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that was cool. That was a great conversation, though. He basically really just said,
like, he
everything.
synced us together. Like,
yes,
it was very symbiotic. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, what you said, what I said, it meshed.
Yeah. Okay, so you already heard two guys say something. You heard a woman say something. I think it's only right that I get another woman on. So shout out to Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to hit up my friend Kelsey. I'm gonna see what she gotta say. Hello, is this Kelsey?
Yes, this is she.
Oh, what it do? This is your boy Slxck the Don, host of the Glorious Weekday podcast. You're on the podcast right now, so do not incriminate yourself. How you doing, Kelsey?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, I can't complain at all. Chilling right now. I'm with my girl Jahana right now. We're talking about family, right? And I was like, you know what? Let me ask Kelsey this question, because I've been wanting to have you on this podcast for a very, very long time, since season 1. And I was finally able, you're a busy woman, so I was finally able to get you this time. So,
woohoo!
My question is this: when is it a perfect time to cut off family?
Well, I've never had to cut off any of my family before, because I get along with all of my family. But if I have to cut off someone, it would be because I guess they really had to betray me. Like, I don't know, come at me sideways, threaten me, or I don't know, put my life in just some type of danger.
It would have to be just that extreme for you to cut them off. Like, it just have to be like extremely extreme they pushed you past your limit, that's when you're gonna cut them off.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. See.
But that's rare. I'm not really a person to get upset.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I believe it. She's a very positive person, happy person for sure. Even the way she just answered the phone. So, I mean, for us, it was more about disrespect. Jahana, you had said something too besides just disrespect. You also said something earlier.
Yeah, I was saying it like once a family member disturbs my peace, like once they're no longer being that solid, comforting person that like I'm expecting, which like I expect that because you are my family. Once you no longer provide me that comfort, and I can easily get this comfort from a friend or a family friend, someone else is basically showing up for your role, I have to let them go. You're not peaceful because I'm the main character. Like I said it earlier, I like saying that. Like it's my life. Like I get to pick what I'm going to deal with forever, and I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm not gonna deal with you. Like I'm not gonna deal with uneasiness. I'm not gonna have these thoughts racing. Like, oh, like I wonder how they really feel about me. Like maybe they're just saying these things. Like no, I want to be 100% secure in my friendships and family relationships. So once you stop providing me that security, I have to go.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. And I understand it and I agree with that.
Yeah.
Because that's basically what you said too. Like once you betrayed me, like you have disturbed me. Like I can't keep you around me.
Yeah, I don't like negative energy.
Yeah. So with that being said, I had my line brother call in earlier. Well, I called him, right? And he has said something too about emotions and about the whole respecting your elders, right? And he said he didn't really believe in that because he felt like at the end of the day, basically, in order to get respect, you have to give the other person respect. Now, how do you feel about that, Kelsey?
Okay, I guess I can relate to this because my grandmother, she just really hates my pictures. Really, she hates how I dress. She thinks I show too much skin. I'm just like, anytime I had to make it on Facebook where you cut, how you block certain people from seeing your post.
Yes.
I had to do that for my grandmother because I was tired of her sending me paragraphs every time I posted something. It could be like for my 25th birthday trip in Cancun. I'm in a bathing suit. I'm on a boat. Help, you're being too revealing. I think it's their old mindset. I mean, she's coming from a place of love, but like grandma.
Yeah.
Like
these old men should not be out here looking at me like that. That's not my fault if they look at me like that.
Like I still want to wear this. It still look cute on me. I feel good in it.
Yes, feel good, look good, all that. My granddaddy even exposed her. He said, "You used to be naked too." So,
like that's right, granddad.
Shout out to granddad.
Yeah. Like she would write these long paragraphs, and I'd be like, "Okay, I gotta be still respectful. Like that's my grandma." But I'd be fed up to like, "Okay, grandma, leave me alone now. I'm gonna wear what I want to wear, and I'm gonna post what I want to post. If I know it's something I don't need to post, like." Something that's risky for like job wise, of course I'm not gonna post that.
Yeah.
Probably won't even have a picture of it.
Exactly.
But anyway, she thinks of every little thing. And like I remember posting pictures before like my birthday in bathing suits from another beach trip. She was like, what would the members of Alpha Kappa Alpha have to say about this and that? Like, grandma, I'm not holding up a pinky, I'm not holding up an eye, I'm not doing anything AKA related. I don't even have AKA on me right now. So like I wasn't wearing paraphernalia on the beach. So it was like, grandma, it has nothing to do with that. She's not a member of my sorority, but they go to the extreme.
They just
and it gets annoying. I try not to be disrespectful, but I can say I was a little nice nasty to her a couple of times. But I ain't gonna cut my grandma off. I just learned to ignore. Because I gotta eat.
Yeah,
I got to get the family recipes and stuff.
Yeah.
And my mama told me, she said, just block your grandma from viewing all your stuff. So it's no harm in that.
See, for me, my grandparents don't even have social media. They don't even have Wi-Fi, so I don't even have to worry about that. They really can't even watch these videos at all because they don't have anything. They all in the country. So I don't have to worry about that now. My grandmother is very like shout out to my grandma, man. I know she ain't gonna see this though. But my grandmother on my mom's side, she definitely would like not really judge per se, but she will question things. Like how you said your grandmother talked about what you're wearing and everything. My grandmother would be like, okay, if you're wearing a do-rag or you got like a grill or something like that, she's gonna probably look at you a certain type of way, do that. Or you got tattoos. Oh, you got a tattoo? I remember when I got my brand. My grandma was like, you got a brand, you know what it says in the Bible, things like that. So I understand you when you said that though. But I still love my grandmother. At the end of the day, it's just like, okay, she has her opinions, things like that. But at the same time, I'm grown too. I'm an adult, so I can make my own decisions as well, though. But yeah, all right. Yeah, Kelsey, that's all I have for you. You want to shout anything out before you go?
I want to say congrats to you on season 2.
Oh, thank you.
And I wish many, many more seasons to you. And I don't really have anything to shout out. I'm a PhD student. I'm in my 2nd year at the University of Alabama at Birmingham. And eventually I'll be making a difference in, the public health sector. And I can't wait for that day to come.
I love that.
Let me give you another gunshot for that one. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because
I'm also in public health. So look at that.
Mm-hmm. Look at that.
Oh, yay!
Connections.
Yeah, so yes, definitely. That's Black excellence for both of y'all as well.
I love it.
Definitely. And Kelsey, you want me to put your socials on here too, or are you good?
Oh, yes, you can.
Okay.
You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Kelsey Mac 96. That's Kelsey with the EY and MAC 96.
Got you.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Well, Kelsey, thank you so much. I know I've been trying to get you on this podcast for a really good minute. It's been, how long would we say? Got to at least be about a good 4-5 months, maybe longer than that though. But I finally got you.
I'll be busy. I do be busy. I'm working on a final paper now.
Oh wow. Well, let me go and get you back. I'll let you get back to that then. But I'll definitely talk to you later. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
As well.
Bye.
Okay, that was cool. We had some great conversations.
Yeah, everyone had good things to say.
Most definitely. As well as you, Jahana, you had a lot of great things. You gave me more content than I thought I was going to get. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I know I said you was a talking person, but
you're going to have to cut a lot. It's going to be hard because what do you cut from that, right?
We ain't cut nothing. We're going to keep all that. But now, listen, that's all we have for this segment. And it's time to get to the next segment, one of the funnier segments, which is Tell Me Why. All right, Jahana, I got a quick question for you.
What's up?
All right. Why do us as people love microwaves?
Because it's convenient. I'm going to tell you one thing. If it's something that we lazy people are going to do is pay for the convenience. A microwave is so convenient. Like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like cooking a full meal. Boom, I'm going to throw whatever's in the microwave for a couple minutes. It's not going to take that long. It's going to be warm. It's going to be delicious. I love microwaves and toaster ovens.
Okay, shout out to those. Okay. Devontae, I don't know if they can hear you. 9 times out of 10 they usually can hear you in the background.
They probably will hear me.
Okay, so why do you think we love microwaves?
I'm gonna think outside the microwave, pun intended.
Okay.
But I think for the stupidity.
Stupidity.
Why you say stupidity?
Because hear me out now.
I'm gonna have to listen.
How many people have you seen throw stuff that shouldn't be in the microwave in the microwave? Like a fork or something.
I mean, yeah, it happens, and you've had your fair share of accidents. Because I remember long time ago. I was a kid, like maybe like 8 or 9. I was trying to make some ramen.
Like, forget about the kids. I'm talking about it's grown people.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, but even this mistake, like it's what stopped me and made me pay attention to what I put in the microwave, because I was like, this is crazy. Because I was like 9 trying to make some ramen noodles, and it's only 2 ingredients, well 3 really. When you make a pack of ramen, you need the bowl, water, the noodles, and the packet. 2 of those things are already provided. The noodles and the packet come together as a package.
Yeah.
You just need to add the water.
I forgot to add the water. Burnt a hole through the bowl, and I was like, how did that happen? And they were like, did you add water? And I was like, I don't know how I did it. But I did not add water. So maybe that was the issue. I see.
Maybe it was the issue.
Yeah,
it was the issue.
But I feel like we do it. We like it for the fails.
True. I mean, listen, that was all great answers from both of y'all. But y'all know when it comes down to this segment, y'all answers don't even really matter in this segment because a prankster cements head in the microwave.
I think the real culprit here is the cement.
Yeah.
No, the real
because he had to sit there. He took away the convenience that came with a microwave. You know how long you gotta mix cement in order to do something like that?
But like, I feel like the enemy is really the dedication. Like, he was so dedicated to put his head in cement.
You get what I'm saying? Like, he took away the convenience of the microwave.
Everything of the microwave, whatever the microwave did, like what it was designed to do, he took that away from the whole microwave.
And what did he gain?
Nothing.
Besides,
he died.
Let's read into it. What he did gain was some firefighters.
Okay.
He gained
For sure.
So,
for sure.
You know, they're stupid. They're extremely stupid. And then there's cementing your head inside a microwave. Stupid. Firefighters in Wolverhampton, England. Shout out to England, you know. Shout out to y'all. Say they were seriously unimpressed after 5 of them had to spend an hour dealing with a case. The West Midlands Fire Service says 22-year-old man, what is this? He described himself as a YouTube prankster, and his friends poured several bags of a fast hardening product into an unplugged microwave oven that were using as a mold around the man's head, which was protected by a plastic bag. Firefighters say that by the time they were called, the man's friends had been trying to free him for 90 minutes and had given him an air tube to help him breathe.
Why would you go face first into cement?
So, by my understanding of the story, he didn't know it was cement.
No,
his
he knew it was
the ones that it was cement. Like that's
he's the prankster.
Yeah, they called him a prankster.
Yeah, but I'm talking he's the prankster, but he the one that got pranked.
Yeah, but it said
I think he
describes as a YouTube prankster. They said that too. So I think he actually does this on the regular. You know, like Impractical Jokers, right?
It's like pumped.
Okay, but that's not really a prank if you're doing it on yourself. You know what I mean?
It's like Jackass.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like Jackass.
It's more like that.
They're doing pranks, but they know what they're getting into. It's a skit that they've come up with.
Yeah, but I didn't see that as a prank. You know what I mean? Because you already knew what was going on.
Yeah,
that's just a risk taking thing that you just did. But like here, I just saw it as like he got pranked by his friends.
It's the fact they gave him an air tube to help him breathe.
It's the fact that they poured cement on their friend's face.
That's too.
Yeah, it's the fact that they just did that to him in the first place.
Like, so all of y'all are idiots.
And then on top of that,
if your friend jumps off the bridge,
what if they didn't have the air tube, bro? Like what if they were just sitting there trying to get him out for 90 minutes and that man just straight up died? Like,
look at y'all trying to be funny.
Yeah, that is stupid. And then you also said if your friend jump off a bridge,
would
you jump off?
Would you jump off too?
Depends on how high.
How high the bridge?
How the bridge? It's like
a centimeter off the ground, man. I'm with you.
No, I'm playing. But no,
what do you gain?
I mean, I guess he gained. You know, clout is a drug. It's a drug, and the fact that you know, they wasn't going to make any money. It's just the fact that they was going to be known. Like even this situation, due to the firefighters had to come and get him, he probably going like, oh man, this is a great video, success.
Yeah, it was definitely recorded.
Yes.
He's a YouTube prankster. There was a camera set up.
Exactly. So
he was like, if I'm going to die, it's going to be doing this. Mm-hmm. So laugh and giggle.
I didn't mean to laugh off what you just said.
Ha ha.
But it's true though.
I mean, it is true, but I mean, what came up to in their head at that moment, like, we're really about to do this right now. Like, I mean, I know sometimes
drugs.
I see that
drugs.
There were drugs involved.
I see that there was some thought into it because they had an air tube. So it was some type of plan.
You know what
Which
I think?
Is why I'm definitely thinking drugs, not alcohol. Because alcohol, they wouldn't have had that cognitive thought process.
Yeah.
Drugs, they had time to sit there and like, dude, what if we like if we pour cement? And someone was so smart,
like, bro.
We're gonna
can't breathe.
Oh, we gotta have an air tube on the side, but also we're gonna protect his head. We're gonna put this plastic sheet in between. That's what's gonna save it.
But also too, this is why I was thought too. There was like an accident. Yeah. Like it was a prank on him because they said it was they was making a mold. Like
so they knocked him out?
No, like they didn't knock him out. Like he was just saying, all right, y'all gonna make a face mold of me. You know what I mean?
I see what he's saying.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. I don't think he got pranked though. I think he was in on it. I think in this circumstance that like you risking your life, like I don't think they just poured cement on somebody's face as a prank and didn't. If your friend is comfortable pranking you by pouring cement on your face and coming up with contingency plans in case I die,
people take pranks that far.
Well, if that's a disease. That's a disease.
And what's crazy too is that he could have been like, all right, y'all just making a face mold. Because he could have been pranking them forever.
Yeah.
And it could have been just something that just balled up and said, yo, we going to get them back today. And then they was like, shoot, what we going to do? He said, hey, let's just say we're going to make a face mold of them. And whatsoever said, all we got is this microwave, though. Like,
I think they just watched a lot of cartoons and saw those situations. It's like, hey, we can do that now. Let's reenact it. Let's recreate it. But add a couple other things to make sure that we don't die in the midst of this.
But I also feel that we're not dumb enough to really even comprehend.
That is true.
So, like, no matter what scenario we put, it's probably not even the case.
It's like, how could that happen?
Yeah.
How could y'all do this?
Nah, but yeah, that's all we got for that. Shout out to England again. We gotta give him a name. So, Jahana, what name should we give this person? Because they ain't giving me a name. They just say he was 22.
Hard-headed.
Hard-headed?
Mr. Hard-headed. I don't
know. Hard-headed Dan?
Hard-headed Dan.
Hard-headed Dan!
Because what?
You are dumb, my boy. Listen, at the end of the day, if it was a success in your eyes, it was a success in your eyes. However, I feel like maybe next time let's not try that. Maybe let's try like some Play-Doh or something like that. You know, like some clay. I mean,
or things at the DIY stores that are meant to make molds with.
Yes.
Like maybe
actually like not use a microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that also
doesn't make sense.
Why where did that come from?
Yeah, but now that's all we have for this segment. It's time to go to the next segment, one of my favorite segments, which is Black Excellence.
DJ down.
All right, y'all. We are in the next segment of the podcast, which is Black Excellence, and I'm going to give my Black Excellence to another artist out here. Y'all know I know quite a bit of different singers and rappers and stuff like that. And if they got music, I'm going to shout it out. I'm also going to put it on here and play the music and everything so y'all can hear what I hear. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give it to my girl, Rajay. You know, she been out here grinding when it comes down to the music, you know. Grinding. Yeah, she's doing a lot of great things out here. And, you know, instead of me just talking about it, I'd rather just play some music, all right? So, what song would I choose? I think I'm going to choose Day After Day. That's the song we choose to play right now. So here we go.
Day after day, day after day, day after day, what day is this? Day after day, day after day, day after day, what day is this? Day after day, what day is this? I get so tired of staying in. I keep praying that things will change. 180, I take a spin. If the world do really end, open the gate, shit, let me in. I'm not bad, it's just bad habits, thinking about it. Day after day, day after day, day after day, what day is this? I get so tired of day after day, day after day, day after day, what day is this? I think this is day. I don't fucking know. There's so many places I cannot go. There's so much gas that I done smoke. There's so much liquor that I done bought. There's so many niggas that I done called. And I don't even like them. I'm just hyping, I'm just lit, and I'm just vibing. Can't be your bitch until I'm rich. Sing for you, I can't be with a nigga who can't offer shit. I'm gonna take this pause and I'm gonna get my shit together. Yeah, this is a storm, but best believe I seen some crazy weather. I cannot stop till I'm on top. Got the rep for the block. Dressed in all red, so you know it's gon' clock. When outside open, then you know we gon' mop.
All right, that was just a little bit. That was just a little bit of that. And also, I've been shouting out all the different organizations today. So I got to shout out another one, so shout out to Delta, Sigma, Thea, Sorority Incorporated, because, that's what she's a part of and everything too, So I think I want to call her just to let her know that I gave her Black Excellence. And so, you know how it would go, man. Let's see here. Let me call her real quick.
Hello.
Hello, is this Rajay?
This is she. How are you?
I'm doing well. This is Slxck the Don, host of the Glory Weekday podcast. You're on a podcast right now, so do not incriminate yourself. You doing all right?
I'm excited. It's my first podcast.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Love to see it. We love to hear it. Now,
I'm glad to be here.
Anytime. I just wanted to hit you up and let you know that, we're in our segment. I'm with my girl Jahana right now.
Hey, girl.
I'm digging the song.
Thank you.
So we in the segment Black Excellence, and so this week I decided to give you Black Excellence. I played your song Day After Day. I was definitely rocking with it. I definitely felt the passion that you had in that song, though. So I just wanted to let you know that. And if you wanted to shout out anything, you wanted to just say anything right now.
Thank you for considering me for excellence. That boosted my confidence even more. So I'm appreciating that. Shout out to my line sisters. I love them. They're some of my biggest supporters. So I know they were happy to hear me on this. And yes, just keep playing it. I got a bunch of different angles. I sing, I rap, I write, I do it all. So check me out.
Yeah, and then you have any social media you want to shout out to?
Yes, the Real Rajay is my Instagram. That is the.RAJAE. Follow me, y'all, and that's how you'll get to all of my other platforms.
Yeah. And last question for you. Are you cool with me playing one of your songs at the end of the podcast as well?
Of course I am. Blasted.
Oh, man. Do you have like a certain one you would like for me to play, or you just like, hey, anything?
It depends on how many cuss words can be in the song.
You're good. You're
what
good.
We censoring?
It's a podcast, so we good.
Okay. I don't know. They may be ready for 3-beat, but I'm gonna say I got a song called I Like.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
From the same. Okay, I know from the same project. Got you. All right.
Yes, that's my jam.
So we're gonna play I Like at the end of the podcast, guys. So thank you so much for actually answering the phone. And I'm gonna let you get back to your day. All right? Well, your night.
All right. Thanks for having me. Talk to you
No
soon.
problem. Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Okay, that was cool. Cool. You know, so that was my Black excellence for this week. And Jahana, do you have any Black excellence at all?
I have 3. And
Okay.
am I limited? Like, if I have to narrow it down, I will. But
You don't have to narrow it down. Like at this point, anybody you just have, you say, "Hey, Black excellence." It could be 50 people if you wanted to.
okay. Well, for first and foremost, I do want to shout out my friend, KP and Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that they're not excellent, but I feel like they have been, you know, they had their spotlight because KP came over and she was the one that did the first episode this season. So she was able to talk about herself. She nominated me and Ashley. So, you know, I want to pay it forward and keep pushing it forward. So I love y'all. Just not going to talk about y'all. They get their feelings that hurt. They sensitive. That's why I have to say this because I don't want to hear it later. Trust me.
I got you.
But my first one would be our other friend, Dakayla Cuthbertson. I don't even know how to say her last name, but I always mess it up. She's a special ed teacher. She definitely came in right now. I think she's teaching, or she's also coaching cheer, which she always wanted to do. Like, I'm just really proud of her for sticking through with her plans. She graduated recently, got a job, and she moved on. Like, she did what she needs to do. I can't wait until she moves to Houston with the rest of us. You know, that's the agenda, get everyone to the city.
Yeah.
But can't wait to see what she continues to do. She's doing great. Love her for that. The last 2 are 2 of my best friends. Two of some of my best friends. But one of them is Tori Ewing. She is such an inspiration and such a great help. Like, I actually call her my soul friend. Like, she is someone that, and you know, I'm boasting on how she supported me, but like, this is how crazy she is. She was so supportive of me, and she was still able to support herself and make these dreams and, you know, aspirations. Like, seeing her practically make the path that she wants career wise, like she's had to put the work in for it, and she's done it. I'm so grateful to be able to experience that. So Tori Ewing, she also does a lot of creative things on the side. And I'm definitely gonna like ask her if we can tag her like at creativelytori. She does all these custom cute craftsy things like on the side and just for fun. And that's the thing, like she was able to establish a career and have her hobby, and she's succeeding in both. Like, that's the goal, right?
Yeah.
You know? I love that for her. Yeah, and my third is my other best friend, Muhammad Hamza. He gets on my nerves. We go blow for blow a lot. I mean, ready to fight.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's very few people that have seen you at your lowest and seen you at your highest and still just see you for you.
Yeah.
And that's one of those people for me. He's one of my longest friends, and I really appreciate him. And I'm proud to see our growth because, you know, like you see how you grow individually. Like, we've known each other since high school. Like, we graduated high school, we went to college, we've graduated college, we're establishing our own apartments, our own career. So it's like crazy to see one of your friends doing the same, like navigating life the same way as you. And I believe he's doing it very successfully. I'm proud of him. I hope he feels the same way about me. If he doesn't, then I guess that's another thing for us to fight about. You know, when you act alike. So shout out to, I'm gonna recap it. Dakayla Cuthbertson, Tori Ewing, and Muhammad Hamza. AKA Mo.
Okay. So let me go on and give everybody the hand claps and the gunshots. Y'all already know how they do it. No, I'm gonna get another one. One more gunshot. I'm gonna get another gunshot. So, you know, since we had 4, you know, people for Black excellence this week, you know, I had to give 4 gunshots this time. So, yo, salute to all y'all. Continue to be great individuals as well, and just continue to grind on everything y'all doing for sure. Whenever you get a chance to actually listen to what I'm saying right now. I know 3 of y'all don't know me, but hey, look.
I'm gonna make them listen to you.
No, I just
listen. Go
just
watch
say,
me.
Yeah, but definitely
listen to me talk. Tori will definitely come watch the podcast. She loves podcasts.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, if she ever want to come on one day, let me know. I'll definitely be grateful.
Well, she would come, but like she stays in Dallas.
Gotcha.
But if you ever start doing like Zoom,
yeah,
like I don't know, maybe you can add in a segment, zoom her in, put her
okay.
on the big screen behind us.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely try to make something like that happen. But yeah. So shout out to all y'all, for having Black Excellence this week, and we're about to go into the next segment. One of the laid back chill segments. This is where people show their true colors at. This will be Jahana's first time ever playing this game, and it is Song Association. All right, y'all, we're in the last segment of the podcast, which is Song Association. And in this segment, I will be giving Jahana here 15 words. She must sing or rap a song with that word in it within 15 seconds, all right? She needs at least 10 out of 15 to pass this class, okay? We grade on the curve, but if she wants to stay in contention for the $20 at the end of the season, she must get at least 12 out of 15. We got 3 people right now that have 12 out of 15. So shout out to KP, shout out to Vero, shout out to Milton. They're the ones that's leading right now. As long as you do better than one of my frat brothers.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, I'm not even gonna get on here in front like I'm gonna be better. I don't know what we're gonna be looking at. We're gonna see.
My frat brothers, they came on here. One of them passed. He got 10 out of 15.
Okay.
The other one, he has the worst so far. He has 9 out of 15. But we're going to see. I think you're going to be all right, okay?
All right. Well, if I only get 3 out of 15, nobody better laugh.
I'm not going to laugh at you. I'm not going to laugh at you. I'm not going to laugh at you. But,
I'm not going to laugh loudly.
Loudly.
I'm not going to laugh in front of you.
Yeah, maybe on the inside.
I'm going to laugh about you later.
But you should be all right, though.
Loser.
Now, if you get 15 out of 15, I will cash out you $20 right now. And you're still in contention for the $20 at the end of the season.
Well, let's try to get 15 out of 15. I love me a quick 20.
Yeah, there we go. So far we never had anyone have a perfect score before. Last season I think we probably did have one person, but they didn't come back to me to tell me if they had the song, because they had said something about a song, something in the window or something like that. And when they tried to look up the lyrics, Pornhub popped up, so they couldn't find it. But it's cool. Shout out to Rihanna. That's my dog. But let me see here. So, Jahana, you ready?
Yes. Let's go.
Okay. Let's see here. Get all your words together. Okay. Your first word is black.
I don't know why, but all I can think of is that like Katy Perry Black Widow song, like fucking Black Widow baby. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. She got it. I know exactly what you was talking about though, but all right.
I can't sing, y'all. Like I'm scared to even fake sing on here.
It's cool. I be singing on here all the time and I don't even know how to sing. It's cool.
We gonna see.
All right.
And I don't really be knowing lyrics. So it's like, I'm trying.
I mean, you don't have to know the whole like verse and nothing like that. You just
actually, I don't even think it was Katy Perry. I think it's Iggy Azalea. Or is it both of them? I don't know. It definitely has Iggy on it. She's rapping on there. I think it is Katy Perry. It is Katy Perry. Just Dance. Yeah. Shout out to Tori. She'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay. You went through a lot process in that whole song.
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
how my thoughts work. So if you were ever confused with how I process, it's rough out here for me.
Okay. All right, let me see here. Let's get you to the next one. Let's see. Your next word is lady. Lady. 5 seconds.
Will you be I know there's like, will you be my baby lady, or no, that's baby maybe. Yeah, no, I don't got one for lady.
I have one.
What's yours?
Mine was I can't really give it to you.
How you gonna give me the word?
Do you want to take one? Because there's another word in this whole category.
Okay,
if I gave
let's
it to
skip
you,
it. Let's skip it.
I'm gonna tell you after the next one.
Yeah.
Devontae, you might be thinking the same song that I'm thinking of.
Lady.
Did I say earlier that was slept on? Or like people playing on top?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we think the same song.
Okay. Your next word, Jahana.
Go ahead.
Your next word is free.
Does like freedom count?
No.
Cause we young and wild and free.
See, there we go. There we go. Devontae, go on and sing the song that you think.
Name?
See, Young Wild and Free. I don't even know who sing that song. I just know I've heard it a lot of times in different stores.
Wiz Khalifa and
Wiz Khalifa in the song?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't remember who else it is, but it's definitely Wiz. It's like a collab. Oh, I can't remember it.
No, I know exactly what song you're talking about, but I only heard the song whenever I'm like out and about in like a store or something like that. Then I hear it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Wiz Khalifa was in it.
Yeah.
But Devontae, what song? I already know what song you was thinking of. Go on sing it. Go on sing it, man.
What is it?
Because I feel like it was that free falling song.
Yeah. Cause I'm free.
Oh.
Free fall.
Y'all, I'm so lost here. Like, I'm thinking that he was about to tell you the lady name. I'm like, that doesn't have lady in it. That's why my face was so stuck for a second. I'm like, am I stupid?
No. He ain't stupid. You good. Your next word, though, is sweet.
Sweet lady, won't you be mine? That has lady in it, too.
Yeah.
Oh.
And, you know,
I got one of them.
You know what? I was trying to be generous this time, guys, because a lot of times some people be like, "Oh, Mick, you trying to give some hard words to folks." So this time I gave out 2 words that literally she could have sang the same song to twice and got it.
Well, look, I'm sorry,
but it's cool. You got at least one of them, though. That's all I meant. But look on the bright side, though.
Don't tell me the score. Don't tell me the score. Skip over it. I'm gonna mess up if you tell me. Don't jinx it.
I got
Just
you.
move on.
All right.
Move on.
The next word is light.
Leave the lights on. Leave the lights on by her.
Okay. Got that one. I was thinking of that. I was thinking all the lights.
All of the lights.
That's what I was thinking.
All right.
That's a good one.
Music video to get you a CD.
Turn up the lights.
Let's see. Your next word is Cupid.
Cupid doesn't lie, but we won't know unless you give it a try. Come on.
Okay. There you go.
220 or what they numbers be? That's
112.
112. Bro, I don't be knowing the artist at
Yeah.
all. It's like I know the song.
Yeah.
I got the lyrics ish.
I was thinking of Keep It Show.
That would have been my second one.
But I don't even think it says that in
The
there.
Cupid
Oh, yeah.
Shuffle.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
All right. Your next word is love.
Okay. Love. So many things that I could tell you, but I'm afraid. I don't know the rest of it, but y'all know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Lizzie.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Listen, shout out to my friend, my road dog Rail, because in season 1, when I gave her that song, the word love, she sang the same song. So yes, because 9 out of 10,
great mind.
Yes, because 9 out of 10 people go to Keisha Cole, like love.
See, I can't hit them notes. She be.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I was about to really mess with people. I was gonna mess with some people that got the headphones on, but I ain't gonna do it. Okay. Your next word is myself.
Me, myself, and I is all I got in the end. That's what I found out. Come on, Beyonce.
Yeah, it's Beyonce.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
No.
Please don't come for me.
No. First I was going to ask you if you part of Beehive because your friend was on here and she definitely said she was.
Listen, I have strong affiliations with music, but I don't know if there's only one artist that I'm just like, yeah, I'm a stan. That's literally Megan Thee Stallion. Like I like literally like everything she does. I'm like, yeah, I gotta figure that out. I want to be like her. She's my big sister in my head.
Okay.
Really like big cousin.
Big cousin.
Yeah.
Cause I know
we got a big family. She could be my cousin. You never know.
That is true. I've been thinking about that about everybody. I'd be like, man, 9 out of 10, you could be my cousin. I don't know.
You might be somebody on somebody's other side.
Mm-hmm.
Twice removed.
Nah, I definitely understand that one though. But I know we get off track real quick. But I asked KP one time about what is this how I know somebody's really part of the Beehive. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what do you think is Beyonce's best song, right? What do you think her answer was?
Beyond what Kiara said?
Yeah. I was like, what do you think is Beyonce's best song? Me, myself, and I
maybe
like,
Kitty Cat. I don't know.
Because when I listen to Me, Myself, and I feel like that's the greatest in my opinion. Right.
I'm gonna have to if we doing Beyonce affiliate, Dangerously in Love. Well, yeah, Dangerously in Love. The one where it's like Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
That's her. That's their best work.
But look,
also Cater to You because we come on now. It sounded really good, but who is doing all of that? Yeah,
that's true. But at the same time, look, you had a song. You know what people in the Beehive say? They say what KP said. We say, oh, what is the best song Beyonce has? All of them.
Oh. So see, yeah, I guess I'm not a stan. I'm not a part of the Beehive. I'm like adjacent. I'm in the yard.
Oh, listen,
I'm on the tree.
Shout out to my frat brother Evan because he said the same thing. I asked him the same question. He was like, all of them. I said, I'm guessing everybody in the Beehive they literally just say all of Beyonce's songs is the best song.
Yeah,
but hey,
expose myself.
Well, hey, the next word is girls.
Girl, the Destiny's Child says, girl. I don't know the words to it, but like when she basically like, girl, you ain't got to deal with this. Like, girl, yes, that Destiny's Child song. Come on,
listen. I know.
I need to learn some lyrics. I clearly don't be listening to songs.
Listen, I know. Rail, shout out to Rail again. Cause I know Rail said this must be a Drake thing. Cause a lot of times I say we're in and out, go with Drake. Cause girls love Beyonce. Look, I know girls.
I mean, girls do love Beyonce. Look, I know
girls love Beyonce.
Oh,
no, now I'm not gonna do it.
Girls love fucking. Oh, okay. No, all right.
You go missing. Shawty, you ain't no different. But anyway,
it's hard to be women.
Feel like my love life is finished. I've been avoiding commitment.
That's why I'm in these positions.
I'm scared to let somebody in on this. No new friends, no. Listen, well, okay. Sorry. Shout out to Drake, man. He feel like he's from Houston. But your next word.
I feel like I'm from Houston. Moving on.
Your next word is way.
Way?
Mm-hmm.
I'm too it's like way too sexy. You know what I'm talking about? But the future version.
Future version?
Yeah, I'm not.
You need what? We just brought up Drake, and I said shout out to Drake, right? It's a Drake song, but she said the future version. She said,
"It's future song." It's Future's song.
Basically,
is it not?
That is true. Although it was
Future on it.
He was, but he also was on the album too.
I'm too sexy.
Yeah. Okay.
Sexy.
The next word is slow.
Slow down. Just let me love you. You know what I'm talking about? That Bob Marley song? I think it's Bob Marley. It's one of the Marleys. If it's not Bob, it's one of his kids. Like I listen to all of them.
I really can't even answer if it
I can show you the song. I promise it's a song.
You know, like I told you.
Oh no! It's his son. It's with her. So it's Ziggy Marley, I believe, or Skip. It's Skip Marley. It's Slow Down, but it's got her in it too. Like it's a more recent song.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you on to that song. You're gonna have to listen to it in a second.
Because I heard something like that when I was doing like a little shuffle in my like my playlist.
Nice and slow.
Let me see. Okay.
Keep going.
Not doing too bad.
Keep going.
Your next word is whistle.
Whistle while you twerk. Yeah, they know I love me a twerking song, so I'm gonna know that one.
I wasn't even thinking you was gonna go with that one. I don't think you gonna say blow the whistle. Blow the whistle.
I mean, knowing which the second song you was gonna say. Okay, I said it as you said it. He didn't catch that. I said it at the same time he said it.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Next word is time. Time. 5 seconds. Time's up. They say time heals. Shout out to Young Blue, man. Young Blue.
I know that song too.
Yeah. That man said, "Don't go build no life without me, cause you mine still."
Yeah, what a toxic man.
Oh, we love it.
Trash.
No, I'm joking.
Trash.
He said trash, but it was a good song. It hit though.
Trash.
Just like how we was talking about Brent earlier.
True.
Still hit though.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Okay. Your next word is try.
Try. Oh.
5 seconds.
Good as a man. No, that's not. I ain't got try in it. What has try in it?
Try again. Nevada, you gonna sing it?
Try me.
Oh, I mean that too. I mean, you can go to Days Loaf.
Yeah, nah, I did not have try.
You know that's a banger.
True. Now, Jahana, I gotta say this before we finish it out. It's the last one.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right now.
Don't say it. I already know it. Just don't say it.
Joe, okay, I'm not gonna say it then. I'm not gonna say it.
Because I know it's at stake. So just say the next one.
All right. Your last one is look. Look. 5 seconds.
If he looked and I took, I know that's a rap verse and something, but no. No. Dang, y'all.
You did good though.
Dang,
because you got look at me now. Look at me now. I'm getting paper. Then you got that. Then you got what's another song I just had in my head? Look. Oh, the Look Alive song, Black Boy JB featuring Drake. I told you when out, go with Drake.
But that's Black Boy JB. Did you just say that?
Featuring Drake.
But didn't you just get on to me for saying it was Future's song?
I mean,
and he was featured.
It's true.
Oh, okay.
But however, you said it was Future's song, right?
You're right.
It Look Alive, that was Drake's song. I'm just going off of what you just said earlier.
You're right. I'm letting it slide. Also, too, when Drake I'm salty. I'm a sore loser. Yeah.
But listen, at the end of the day, Jahana did good. She got 11 out of 15. Didn't do bad at all. Like, she thought she was only gonna get 3.
Yeah, that's true. True. That's true. So that's better than what I got.
Yeah, so she got 11 out of 15, guys. And now we're about to go on and close this thing out. All right, y'all. We're at the end of the podcast. Jahana, thank you so much for coming on and giving me a lot of great content. I really do appreciate that.
Of course.
And anything you want to shout out before you go?
I of course would want to shout out the clothing brand that me and my friend KP just launched recently. It's called the Unconfined Closet at Shop Unconfined on Instagram.
Okay.
We're establishing this new persona where we're just trying to collect these items for y'all to piece together. And it's been really fun to start a business with a friend. And, we have figured out a lot more about each other. I feel like our communication and our acceptance of each other is a lot different. So this has been such a learning experience, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. But yeah, other than that, no.
Well, I want to say shout out to you again for coming on and everything.
Let me shout out the podcast for having me. They gave me the Black Excellence a few weeks ago. I got my post up, and it's really nice to have people recognize you for what you're doing, because sometimes you don't feel like you're doing enough. So I just said, I wanted to go get my PhD already, but you were like, no, you're doing good. And it's you're right, I am doing good.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me calm down.
You gotta remind yourself sometimes at the end of the day, you that person, you a real one, I mean, there's other words we can use, but we're not gonna use those words, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to my callers today, our callers today, shout out to Denari, shout out to Kelsey, shout out to everyone that we gave Black Excellence to as well. They definitely will be posted on the social media page soon. I'm gonna try to get more active on the social media page. we getting there, I'm a working man too, so
it's a lot of work.
It's a lot.
It's a lot more than you think.
Exactly.
You're you just posted it.
It's a lot too. It's definitely. Shout out to my parents, for always supporting me as well. I know sometimes I come on here and they don't know what they're gonna get on the podcast. Sometimes I might be serious, like earlier today. And then sometimes I might be goofy. Check out episode 3 and you'll see what I mean. Also shout out to God for giving me the ability to talk and converse, and get this thing together, and giving me great people in my circle as well to kind of help support me as well. Shout out to my baby brother Devontae in the background, taking the pictures and everything. You heard him in the background, you know what it is. And also, always, shout out to my first time listeners, shout out to my last time listeners. Maybe you listen to this podcast, you're like, you know what, it was too long. Or maybe you was like, okay, they was talking
way too much. She gotta shut her mouth.
Or, you just like, okay, I wanted to be more silly, or really you just don't really like us. I just want to say thank y'all for giving us opportunity to be heard. This is your boy Slxck and Jahana, host of the Weekday podcast, also known as People's Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, review, rate, tell a friend to tell a friend, and I'll see y'all in the next episode.
Bye.
You a lot bigger, plus you a freaky ass nigga. I like, yeah. Rule number 1, do it rough. Rule number motherfucking 2, do it fast. Rule number 3, better talk to me tough. Rule number 4, you better smack that ass. Yeah, I'm a sage, I like to talk back. Booty getting big, I might throw it back. Usually chill, might be the gas. Cause when I'm in the bedroom, I never relax. I don't love you, but I love your dick.